You're listening to The Money Hour with your host, Tina Mitchell. Sponsored by Absolute Mortgage, a division of Pinnacle Capital Mortgage Corporation. Now, in the studio, local mortgage and finance expert, Tina Mitchell.
Welcome back to The Money Hour with your host and mortgage expert, Tina Mitchell, right here on 1150 AM KKNW, the Saturday, February 6th show. I'm committed to providing you knowledge needed to be successful in every area of your finances. Knowledge is power, and that's what you'll receive from listening to my show. If you're hearing my show at a different time or day, you're listening to a rebroadcast. To talk to the guest I have in studio or any questions that you have for me, your host, you can call the show at 1-855-400-1150. Again, that's 1-855-400-1150. And in studio right now, I have Justin Richards and Elisa Skoglund and Bob Bolak, all a team together at Keller Williams Realty Bellevue. We're going to talk about out-of-the-box real estate broker. And Justin's been in studio a few times as the team leader. Lisa and Bob, this is the first time I've talked with you guys. So I don't know if I'm going to direct any of my questions to Justin or not. He may just have to listen in today. Thanks, you guys, for coming into studio.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
And a little background about the team leader, Justin Richards. Born and raised in Seattle, Washington, Justin's made residential real estate marketing, acquisition, and resale his professional focus dating back to 2005. With more than 10 years in real estate and proven systems for client success, Justin and his team have built a business practice, guiding management, and exclusive level of clientele in the greater Puget Sound through a home selling and buying process. His background has allowed a unique and compelling insight into the real estate process, contract negotiation, and overall community knowledge. Real estate is not a 9-to-5 job. It's a 24/7 year-round professional operation that Justin and members of his team run at a high level. And a little bit about Lisa. Lisa loves everything about what the Pacific Northwest has to offer. She took a leap into the real estate at the young age of 22 and never has looked back. Lisa is a very assertive person that brings unique perspective to selling, buying, or investing in real estate. One of her main goals is to empower her clients with the tools that they need to make educated decisions. To Elisa, it's never been about just making a deal. It's about creating a relationship with her clients that will last for generations. And Elisa's 10 years plus of experience in both real estate and as well as property management, she has had the great pleasure of working with management and exclusive level clientele across the Puget Pacific Northwest, including clients from Microsoft, Amazon, Boeing, BNSF, and GLY Construction, which, by the way, my husband just retired from GLY Construction a couple of years ago.
No way.
And I know, small world. And to name those are just to name a few. So, Elisa, thank you again for coming into studio. Bob, Justin, really excited to have a conversation. I'm glad that we've got the team here today. And we're going to talk about out-of-the-box real estate broker. As I announced in the beginning of the show, I mean, it's a crazy market out there for buyers. And I think in any market, it's important to work with an experienced agent and team. But in this market, even more so. And it takes a little bit more than just have experience, but it does thinking out of the box a little bit to be able to win. So can you explain what you mean by out of the box realtor?
That's a great question. So basically what we do at Team Richards and what I do is just boots on the ground, really. I mean, going out and previewing 10 to 15 homes a week so that we can really get to know the market for our buyers. A lot of clients, they work 9 to 5 and it's kind of hard for them to see those homes that just come up fresh on the market. And so a lot of agents kind of miss that, right? They see a house that comes on the market and they got to go out and take a look at it with their clients. Our biggest thing is this is our full-time job. And so we try to make it be that way for our clients so that they get that 100%
service and all the 100% attention attention to the detail, which is so important. So, Elisa, what are things that you guys do as a team that a buyer or even a seller may not see from another broker?
Well, one of our biggest things is our team. So we've got Bob that does all of the back end type of stuff, and then we have several other agents that aren't in studio here with us. We have Twee, we have Carrie, and we have Yvette, which Yvette's been on the show before. Yeah. And so what we can do is we can lean on each other a little bit too. If there's a buyer that is looking for a specific area, if one of our agents has more of a stronger knowledge base on that area, then we can kind of lean on each other a little bit. So you're actually getting more than one agent, which is fantastic.
Yes.
So you get, you're essentially paying for one agent, but you're getting a humongous team behind you. So as a buyer, you know that you're not going to be paying for that service. The seller pays for it. But as a seller, you're also getting that huge benefit, which is fantastic.
And I think that's important. You mentioned personality types, because we all have different personality types, and being able to connect with your agent. You're spending a lot of time with them. You're hanging out, going and looking at homes, and there's a lot of things that are going to take place, as well as there's stress that comes up. That's why it is listed at one of the things that can cause divorces and marriages is buying a house, because there's a lot of things that can come up. So having a personality that you connect well with. And you also mentioned the time. I mean, there's only so much that can be done in a day's work. Whereas if you've got the team that all pull together that can assist with that. So that is awesome. Now, how do you find working with a team, better than not? What are some other things that team benefit brings to buyers and sellers?
One of the awesome things that we have with Team Richards Realty is we have a phenomenal front end, which would be the agents that you see on a day-to-day basis. And then we also have the team that you don't see as in Bob.
The back end.
The back end, yes. Bob takes care of everything.
What do you do on the back end?
So my job is basically to make sure that, I'm supporting the brokers behind the scenes so that they can have their attention and their focus on what really matters, i.e. their client.
Yes.
And so, one of the things that I really like about our team is that before I actually was part of the team, I was one of Justin's clients as both a buyer and a seller.
That is pretty impressive.
One of the things that I really liked about that, and I noticed and appreciated about it, was that from both ends of the transaction, I didn't really have to worry about anything. It all just went smoothly and went the way it was supposed to. And there was someone around to answer any questions I had if I was freaking out about this, that, or the other thing. And so, in my role as the operations manager for the team, I look at it as my job to make sure that I give that same experience to all of the clients that we're currently working with, the same way that I got it as both a buyer and a seller.
And that it's so important, because I've buyers and sellers on the outside don't understand all of the details that it takes to close a transaction. They see the mistakes happen because there are a lot of mistakes that happen because of not having that team. And I always talk about, if you look at any business, you've got a system, you've got your process, and you've got your business. The system should be set up by the leader. The process gets managed, all the back end stuff managed by a specific part of the team. And the business is for the front end. The business means taking care of your clients and making sure that front end process is working. So it's a really important process and very important, Bob. And I just think it's very cool that you were a buyer and seller and joined the team, because their team was so awesome in how they're running that system and processes.
And the other thing I'd like to chime in and say is, the wonderful thing about our team is we are all realtors. And so part of the greater Seattle area, only 50% of those licensed agents that sell real estate here in the Northwest are part of the National Board of Realtors.
That's a scary statistics.
It is.
So I want to talk about, there's a whirlwind going on about the Buyer Open House Tour. Can you tell my listeners what that is?
Oh my goodness. So my Whirlwind Buyer Open House Tour is phenomenal. I love it. Most of my buyers ask me all the time, hey, when are you doing another one? When are you doing another one? So basically what I do is I pick an area, like let's take, for example, Sammamish. And so basically what I do is I pull up all of the open houses that are in the Sammamish area. It doesn't matter square footage, doesn't matter size. We go to $250,000 listings, which are condos, all the way up to $1 million properties. And this just gives my buyers an idea as far as what is out on the market, what can you buy? What's the buying power? What's out there? And then I also take my sellers too. When you've got a seller that's about ready to come up on the market, what I always like to do is just stick them in the car and let's go on our Whirlwind Open House and just kind of take a look to see what their competition is going to be about, because it's very important that sellers know that overpricing your property in this market is very dangerous.
Yes, makes it, it could be a disaster financially in what they get. Now, talking about open houses and going out and seeing and meeting the realtors out in these open houses, how is that benefiting your buyers when it comes into making the offer, writing the offer, and ultimately getting the offer accepted?
Well, one of my favorite stories is actually we went out on a open house tour in Sammamish, and I met a phenomenal real estate agent. And lo and behold, a few months later, I submitted an offer with their office. And he goes, "Hey, I remember you. You had a couple of buyers that came through on your Whirlwind open house tour." And I said, "Yeah, and you know what? This happens to be one of those buyers." And we wrote a fantastic letter. Just the communication that him and I had really helped with that.
Yes.
And then we ended up getting our offer accepted. And I tell you what, we were not the highest price offer, but we did have the best terms. And a lot of times it doesn't come down to price. It comes down to those terms that you lay out.
And the reason why, for you listening, you go, what? That doesn't make any sense. Why would they not pick the highest price? Because 30% of transactions never end up closing. So it's about the terms and whether it's going to go through. I got to wrap us up here, but I've got to ask you about, I just heard about the 65 plus people that visited your Issaquah open house a few weeks ago. How crazy was that?
It was insane.
65 plus.
Insane.
That is crazy.
If you don't believe that now is the time to list your home for sale, you're crazy.
Yes.
It is just insane. These buyers that are out there are ready, willing, and able to buy. And there's lots and lots of people out there looking to buy. Hey, and Tina, did you know that we've made the dreams come true for 55 families and or individuals in 2015? And we are on track to triple that number this year, which is just amazing.
Yeah, it is crazy. Well, you guys are just doing an amazing job with the team, and I appreciate you so much coming in. And of course, it's always an open welcome for any of the team to come in. So thanks, you guys. And Bob, it was great having you on Mike first, and same for you, Elisa. So thank you so much.
You are
Thanks
welcome.
very much for having us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Coming up next in the Money Hour, is challenging credit holding you back from getting approved for a mortgage, a car, or a credit card? Having a good credit score is extremely important for your financial future. It's getting denied if you're getting denied for bad credit or you're having a problem getting financing. A little bit of a tweak on your credit score can make all the difference. Scott Chafe with SW Group Credit Repair right here on 1150 AM at KKNW.